Good morning, students. We are going to discuss next point in the ECM, that is Earth Air Heat Exchanger. I draw a diagram. It is very simple diagram for this. Here you have to draw a diagram in examination also. This is heated or cooled air room. This is sun. From this air from atmosphere, this is Earth Air Heat Exchanger. This is ground level. Okay, see here, this is very useful energy we can use in to create heated air or cooled air, right? A ground coupled heat exchanger is underground here, and heat exchanger that can be capture heat from dissipate heat to the ground. They use earth near constant temperature to warm or cool air or other fluids for residential, agriculture or industrial use, right? If buildings in building air is blown through the heat exchanger for the heat recovery, ventilation, so these tubes are called as earth tubes, right? See here, suppose we have to heat this room, right? Then this air from the atmosphere is taken in this, and it captures earth's temperature, and then it goes to the room. It is very simple construction. We can use this earth tubes. Earth tubes are often viable and economical alternative supplement to the conventional central heating air conditioning system, since there are no compressor, chemicals, burners. Only blowers are required to move the air from here and there. Their use can help buildings meet passive house standard, that is LED certification. Earth air heat exchanger have been used in the agriculture facilities, in the animal buildings or horticulture facilities, greenhouse in USA over the past years, decades, and have been used in conjunction with solar chimney in hot air areas. So implementation of this system in India as well as in the cooler climates of Austria, Denmark and Germany to preheat the air for home ventilation system has become fairly common since in 1990s, right? Then ground coupled heat exchanger may also use water antifreeze as heat transfer fluid, often in conjunction with geothermal heat pumps. For example, the in energy conservation, the heat air earth tubes are used, right? See here, this is a ground level. Here, this is in this, from this air is come and goes by the earth tube. You have to draw the diagram for the in this. Next, skylight. It is also helps in the energy conservation system, right? First, skylight is the lighting transmission structure that forms all parts of the roof space of a building for the lighting purpose. Skylight types includes roof windows, unite skylights, tubular daylights, device, right? Slope glazing and custom skylights use includes, right? So daylight elements used to allow direct indirect sunlight via top lighting. जब हम बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन का करते हैं तब हमें देखना चाहिए कि मैक्सिमम लाइट्स हमारे घर में ऐसे आए जो कम से कम खर्चे में उसका काम हो जाए. सपोज दिन में हमें लाइट चाहिए, लेकिन हम सनलाइट का यूज़ कर सकते हैं बाय दी स्काई लाइटिंग और टॉप लाइटिंग, राइट? प्रोवाइडिंग विजुअल कनेक्शन टू द आउटडोर एनवायरनमेंट एंड इंटीरियर ऑक्यूपेंट्स, राइट? नेक्स्ट, sustainable buildings, passive solar heating with operable units, ventilation for passive cooling and fresh air exchanger. Yeah, open skylight, this is type of open skylight, and unglazed hole in the roof, this is open skylight. ओपन स्काईलाइट क्या करेंगे, सपोज हमारे यहाँ ऐसे होल रहता है, सपोज ये हमारा रूफ है तो इसमें एक होल बनाया जाता है स्काईलाइट के लिए और उसको ऐसे कवर किया जाता है ग्लास से, राइट? तो उससे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्काईलाइट हमारे रूम में आती है, उसको ओपन स्काईलाइट बोलते हैं. देन फिक्स यूनिट स्काईलाइट. फिक्स यूनिट स्काईलाइट कंसिस्ट ऑफ स्ट्रक्चरल पेरीमीटर फ्रेम सपोर्टिंग ग्लासिंग इन फिल, राइट? A fixed skylight is non-operable, meaning there is no ventilation. Next, operable skylight. An operable skylight unit skylight use a hinged slash attached to supported by the frame when within reach the occupants. This type is also called as roof window. This are also benefits of skylight. फर्स्ट बेनिफिट है एडिंग नेचुरल लाइट. दूसरा बेनिफिट है लिफ्टिंग इन फ्रेश एयर, बेटर वेंटिलेशन. तीसरा है सेविंग ऑफ एनर्जी, कॉस्ट ऑफ एनर्जी. नेक्स्ट, एस्थेटिक चेंजेस add to resale value, and fifth is natural views and adding space to the room. These are the important points of the skylight. Next, we have to discuss again one point, photovoltaic system. Right, we have already discussed in first year. So photovoltaic system, a photovoltaic system is composed of one or more solar panels, right? Combined with an inverter and other electrical and mechanical hardware that use energy from the sun, right? Photovoltaic system can vary greatly in size, from small rooftop to portable system to massive utility scale generation plant, etc. Although photovoltaic can operated by themselves of grid PV system. Focus. Okay. So how do the system work, right? Photovoltaic system कैसे ये this is one panel, this is pole, and suppose this is light, right? यहाँ पर एक पैनल है, दिस इज बैटरी स्टोरेज, और ये पैनल है। यहाँ पर क्या होता है, दिन में इसके ऊपर सनलाइट आता है, बाद में बैटरी में स्टोर किया जाता है, और रात में ये ऑटोमेटिक चालू हो जाता है, राइट। तो द light from the sun made up of packets of energy called photons falls onto the solar panel and creates electric current through the process called as photovoltaic effect. Each panel produces a relative small amount of energy but can be linked together with other panels to produce higher amount of energy as a solar array. The electricity produced from the solar panel is in the form of direct current. Although many electronic devices use direct current, including your phone, laptop, they are designed to operate using the electrical utility grid, which provides alternating current. Therefore, in order for the solar electricity to be useful in it must first be converted from DC to AC using the inverter, right? This AC electricity from the inverter can then be used for power electronics and be sent to the electrical grid, right? So I'll draw a diagram here for this. These are the panels, suppose, right? Then this is the sunlight which falls on the panels, and this is DC to AC, that is inverter, right? See here, this is network meter, and this is grid, and we can utilize this household device as suppose this is bulb. There is no need to draw a diagram. Okay, see here, this is all about the photovoltaic system. Next, जो है हम देखेंगे क्योटो प्रोटोकॉल. This is international level protocol. This is about the greenhouse effect, or greenhouse gases, right? This protocol is an international treaty which extends the 1992 United Nations Framework Convention on the climate changes, that is UNFCCC, that commits that the state parties to reduce greenhouse gas emission based on the scientific concept, right? That a global warming is occurring and it is extremely likely human-made CO2 emissions have predominated caused it, right? The Kyoto Protocol was adopted in Kyoto, Japan in 11 December 1997 and entered into force on 16 Feb 2005. There are currently 192 parties, that is Canada withdrew effective December from 2012 to the protocol. So Kyoto Protocol implemented to the objective of the UNFCCC to fight global warming by reducing greenhouse gas effect concentration in the atmosphere, a level that would prevent dangerous anthropogenic interference with the climate system, right? The protocol is based on the principle of common but different responsibilities. It puts the obligation to reduce current emission on developed countries on the basis that they are historically responsible for the current level of greenhouse gas in the atmosphere. Here, negotiation were held in the framework of the UNFCCC. Climate changes confirms a measure to be taken after the second commitment period in 2020. This reduced in the 2015 adoption of the Paris Agreement, which is separate instrument under the UNFCCC rather than amendment of the Kyoto Protocol. The main goal of protocol is to control emission of the main anthropogenic greenhouse gases in ways that reflect underlying national difference in the GHG emission, wealth and capacity to make reduction. The treaty follows the main principle agreed in the original 1992 UN Framework Convention. Here, according to the treaty in 2012, some parties who have ratified the treaty must have fulfilled their obligations of greenhouse gas emission. Limitations established for the Kyoto Protocol first commitment period is 2008 to 2012. These emission limitation commitments are listed in the protocol. This protocol's first round commitments are the first detailed step taken within the UN Framework Convention and climate changes. The protocol established a structure of rolling emission reduction commitment periods. So this protocol is regarding to greenhouse gas effect. So it set timeable starting in 2006 for negotiation to establish emission reduction commitments for the second commitment period. The first period emission reduction commitments expired on December 31, 2012. So this is very important Kyoto program which will produce the effect on the greenhouse gases, right? Due to these greenhouse gases, the pollution pollution increases. So we have to control these greenhouse gases. For this purpose, this Kyoto protocol is established, right? So in next lecture we will going to finish this chapter, and after this we start mechanical systems. This is very simple chapter, mechanical systems. In this we have to thermal energy system and energy conservation in the boiler we have to discuss. Today I will send you notes regarding to this chapter. So if you have any doubt, any problem, please ask me. This is a purely theoretical based subject, so you have to read after the hearing the lectures, right? So thank you very much. Thank you.